One of the most important seasons that we have here in Florida is actually hurricane season. Even though it's sometimes overlooked or passed over because we haven't had a big storm in several years. Well, one city in our county is trying to make sure that all of its residents are prepared for this hurricane season, and that's the city of Mulberry. Here to talk about the Mulberry Hurricane Preparedness Day, we have Jackie Mowery. She's the event coordinator, and she's with utilities with the city of Mulberry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We also have Terry Evers. He is a city commissioner for Mulberry.
Yes.
And finally, last but not least, we have Melanie Anderson. She's the executive director for the Mulberry Community Service Center. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
Well, Jackie, let's start by just telling our viewers, if they don't know already, what is hurricane season? What are the dates?
The dates are, it begins June 1st,
okay,
and our event will be June the 15th. And what we were wanting to do is try to prepare everyone for a storm before it happens, so that during the course of something possibly happening, they will know what to do.
All right, well, Jackie, go ahead and just tell me a little bit about this event that you guys have coming up later this month.
Well, we've got different various organizations coming, governmental, different, American Red Cross is coming. We've got Polk Emergency Management coming. I actually have a list. Fire Rescue, Aging Florida, different organizations that will come and assist and answer questions for the citizens of Mulberry and other areas around us as well.
Okay, and where is it going to be located?
It's going to be at the Mulberry Community Center.
Okay.
And that's at 901 Northeast
5th Street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
5th Street. Okay. So what can people expect when they show up on the 15th? Are there going to be vendors? Is there going to be guest speakers?
Yeah, we're going to have speakers. We're going to have lots of vendors. Like I said, government agencies will be there in order to hand out pamphlets and things that will help them with preparing for pets, shelters that will take the pets, also the various shelters that possibly we'll have in our area. List of things that they will need, supplies. You need water, you need food for at least 3 days, and if you have medical needs, you would need to have 7 days of supplies for that as well. So just an overall view of what you would need in case of an emergency.
Terry, can you talk a little bit on the importance of the citizens of Mulberry and all of Polk County to just be prepared for hurricane season?
Yes, it's very critical. Now, we had 4 storms in 2004, but none of them really impacted our town, but they could have. So if we're not ready, someday it might happen to Mulberry. Now, in 1960, Hurricane Donna came through there, and it did impact our town. And the reason I remember that so vividly, I was in the 10th grade of high school, and we got 2 weeks off to help do clean up. But it was an adventure for us then, but nowadays it won't be such an adventure because people back then took it seriously. Nowadays people just don't take it as seriously as they did back then, so we got to impress on the citizens of this town and the surrounding communities to take it seriously. If the storm tracker says it's coming, be prepared. You got to have flashlights and all the things that Jackie mentioned. Be prepared. Even if it don't hit, it's better to be prepared than if you're not prepared and it does hit.
That's right. Yeah, we all saw the news with Hurricane Sandy hitting New York, and nobody was prepared for that. So
Absolutely.
We really want to make sure we avoid a catastrophe like that. Now so the event is at the Civic Center,
correct,
right? But Melanie, you're with the Community Center,
right?
So
the Community Center, we act as an assist for our community.
Okay.
With we start as basic needs with food, clothing, and we help with rental, utility assistance for people that are in a crisis situation. And we've developed into helping with financial education also, and literacy, credit restoration, those kinds of things to help people that come to us not only now for basic needs, that we can help them get back on their feet and not need us in the future. Our role with the hurricane preparedness event is there doing a food drive for us.
Okay.
And then we'll be collecting food at the drive, and also in case of a hurricane that our center can be open to help people with bottled water, diapers, necessities like that.
Okay.
If a hurricane happens.
Okay, so so is the community center or the civic center an actual hurricane shelter?
We haven't been, I don't believe we've been classified as one
Okay.
yet, but we are in the process of being reviewed for that with Polk County.
Okay, but I'm sure if somebody comes to the event on the 15th, they can find out where all the shelters are
Absolutely.
nearby. Yes.
Absolutely.
You talked about some of the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too late to sign up to be a vendor?
It is not. They have until the 10th. They can contact the utilities office at the City of Mulberry. They can call 425-5492 and speak with me, or they can go online to our Facebook page or to the city website and get the registration form, as well as all the other information or questions they might have might be answered there.
Okay. What is the cost for? Is there a cost for admission? Any tickets? You have to have
The
tickets?
cost for admission is free.
Oh, awesome.
We are going to have some children's events, a bouncy house, snow cones, trying to think of pony rides. So we're trying to draw in the public so that we can get them all prepared. And just like I said, in case there is something that comes up in the future, whether it be a hurricane, a tornado, or a bad hailstorm.
Yeah. Well, it is really important to have the whole family involved when you're making your plans and everything for the emergency. I'm sure that putting on an event like this, you need sponsors. Am
Absolutely.
I right? So do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank and recognize?
Yes, Penpro, also Mosaic has sponsored us, as well as Badcock's, Winn-Dixie, Publix. I don't want to forget anyone, so let me look back and see who all. I do have a long list. United Rentals, the Chamber of Commerce as well, and Doss's Flowers and Bartow Ford, as well as the city McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a long list of sponsors this year.
Is it too late to be a sponsor?
Absolutely not.
Always want sponsors.
Yes.
Okay, so is it the same contact information?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's great. All right, well, Jackie, so we talked a little bit about what people can expect as far as the layout, but what about guest speakers? Are there going to be, who's going to be drawn in the crowds here?
Actually, we have 4 great speakers. The first is going to be Paul Womble. He is with the Emergency Operations Center, and he's going to come give us some highlights on what to expect and how to prepare as well. Commissioner Melanie Bell will be there to speak. And then we will have the Polk County Sheriff's Department will be there, Lieutenant Stephen Horseman, and then Clyde Roberts with TICA will be there to explain how electricity, can be very, very dangerous in, storm situations.
Okay. Tell us the dates one more time.
It's going to be June the 15th at the Civic Center from 9 o'clock to 2.
Okay. And Terry, give me one last push for why people, not only your full-time residents, but maybe some of your winter residents who come down from the north and don't know what hurricanes are, but hurricane season's still going on, why they need to know about this.
Absolutely, everybody needs to know and be prepared. Even the winter visitors that come down just in the wintertime, and some of them come down during the wintertime and like us so much they stay. So they need to be prepared as well. And
Don't forget our seasonal workers as well.
Okay, yeah.
you can't have enough information for these folks to let them know that it is a serious situation. And I can't emphasize too much how important it is to have all the facts. And that's what this hurricane meeting's going to be about. We're going to get the facts and let all the not only the Mulberryans but the surrounding communities like Bradley and Pierce and Brewster and those kind of folks, they'll have to have somewhere to go. Now we got several shelters in Mulberry. One's Mulberry High School and I think Purcell Elementary, but we'll emphasize that to these folks when they come. It's important that we get the message out that they come to this hurricane symposium to learn all the facts so they can be prepared. Now, we don't we never anticipate a catastrophe. But you look at the tornadoes that hit it just recently. Once it hits, it's too late to prepare. You have to be prepared in advance.
Yeah, and we're lucky with hurricanes that we usually know a couple days in advance.
Yes.
Right.
But, you know, something can still happen. Nobody
you have wind,
ever.
you have tornadoes, you have all different types of things that, you know, could be a scenario, and you do have to prepare for all those things.
And it's great that Mulberry has so many people in City Hall that's interested, like Jackie and this young lady right here. And it's important that we get the word out to them. Now's the time to prepare, not when it's on our doorstep.
Well, that's definitely the truth. Well, Jackie, Terry, Melanie, thank you so much for coming today to try to encourage our viewers to not only attend your event, but just be prepared for hurricanes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you very much.
Welcome. Well, you're going to want to make sure that you are not only prepared for hurricane season, which is June 1st through December 1st, but really prepared for any disaster that might happen, whether it be a hailstorm or tornadoes or a fire. You can come to the second annual Community Hurricane Preparedness Day put on by the City of Mulberry. It's happening on June 15th from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Mulberry Civic Center, located at 901 Northeast 5th Street in Mulberry. There's absolutely no cost for admission. It's free to the public. There's going to be lots of activities, kids bouncy houses and pony rides, demonstrations, and some guest speakers. If you want to be a vendor, the deadline to register for that is June 10th. They're also looking for more sponsors. If anybody wants to be a sponsor, you can contact Jackie. To find out more information about the event or being a sponsor, being a partner, you can call 863-425-5492 or log on to cityofmulberryfl.com or check out the City of Mulberry's Facebook page.